Hey, Nick, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
Oh, this is one tough bitch, I could tell.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to have a hard time. This guy is rough and tough.
So, Nick, do we pronounce your last name Leisure, like leisure, or is it leisure? How did you do it? Leisure?
Leisure.
I
Yep.
love it.
I told you he was going to be tough.
I love him. I did all kinds of research because actually a lot of people that are in movies that you've worked on, that are your movies, I shouldn't say you worked on because they're yours, have been on our show. In the past, we've had Charlotte.
He doesn't.
Well, I haven't been on this show. What's going on here?
I know. Now you're on the show, and now we know who you are. But we've had Charlotte Kirk, Michael Copon.
Wait a minute. If you don't play killers,
he doesn't play. He's a director.
Oh,
a writer, director, producer.
You have such a killer face. I love it. No, really. If I were casting a mafia movie, I would definitely cast you in it. You look mean. You look tough.
I am waiting for that call from you then.
Hey, you never know. We're doing a lot of stuff.
You're probably a pussycat.
I don't know.
But you look rough, and you look like the guy that if you're walking in New York City in an alley, you don't want to walk by.
Oh.
How tall are you?
6'3".
Yeah, he's a big fucking dude too.
You could scare the shit out of anybody.
Where are you guys at?
We're in Palm Springs.
Oh, okay.
We're in Palm Springs, but he's from New York and I'm from Florida.
I'm from Brooklyn, not New York.
Okay, Brooklyn.
So you guys out there enjoying the hot weather, or burying some bodies? What's going on?
No, we're not burying any bodies, but he does do a lot of mob stuff. He's done a lot of mob stuff. And he likes it. He's got a traditional Brooklyn accent.
Yep.
And so it kind of like works. And he's got a new one that's getting ready to happen. But so did you act also? I didn't really see too much. I didn't look for acting on your resume.
I mean, I popped in a couple things here and there. I started my career that way, but I'm directing now, producing and directing. Yep.
Yeah, and your shit's really good.
What interests you in directing? I often wonder why people direct.
I like telling stories. I like being able to wake up every day and tell a story and something that I had a thought in my mind and create it into a story and put it on the screen so it's there forever.
So that's like a thing. Do you ever get frustrated where you want to smack the actors around?
Yeah, once in a while. It's usually the smaller actors, the ones that nobody really knows about.
Oh my God, that's funny that you said that because that's the way we have it. So our show, we've been on the air for 18 years. We've had thousands of guests. We've had everybody, a lot of really, great names and people in entertainment, both in music. Because I know you do music. Like we've had Chicago and Earth, Wind, and Fire and Cool in the Game.
What's the point?
No, because the only guests that we ever have on that are like shitty are the ones that are like maybe they were on a reality show for 3 episodes and they have had 15 minutes of fame, and they're the ones you get somebody who's a huge star who's been in hundreds of movies and they're super nice, and you get these nobody people and they're the ones who always cause the problems.
Yeah. Same on set too. That's how it is on set.
Okay, Mr. Director. Mm-hmm. Answer me this question correctly, or
sure.
Honestly.
All right.
Pay to play people.
Oh, he's not.
You know who pay to play people are?
Yeah. What's the question?
They pay to be in a fucking movie. They are not actors. They have no idea what acting is, and yet they have the balls to want to be in a fucking movie so they could tell their stupid friends, "I'm in the movie."
That's true.
What do? I want to kill them. I have No, I have worked with a few.
I haven't worked with them. I don't put actors in my movies that are shitty just because they have money.
Well, I would.
Good for you. I don't either.
I finished a movie. I won't talk about it because I don't want to hurt the movie. But I finished a movie where morons, assholes, and the most stupid fucking people on earth were hired. It was they were banging into each other. They didn't know what they were saying. They couldn't lift a rifle. I mean, it was a nightmare. If I had a scene with one, I'm a professional actor, 65 years. I know what I'm doing. I know my lines. I act. And I mean, it's like this. I'll give you an example. Over the mountain, that's where they are. And then the person's supposed to feed me a line and they say, "Oh, yes, over the mountain. That's where they are."
You're going to do too much extra, huh?
Huh?
They're trying to do too much. Put some extra spicing on it, right?
I mean, what is a direct? Now my question is, what does a director do with that shit?
Well, the worst ones for me are the extras that are in the background that you tell them to sit there and have a conversation, and they always want to turn and look at the camera every
Yes,
camera.
Yes.
So hang on one second. Hang on. Now we're going to bring in.
Oh, that ruins the scene.
We're going to bring in the second half of the guest con, and let's bring in Brian, please.
Oh, there's two of them. Okay. I didn't know we were doing a three-way or a four-way.
Three-way.
Oh, it's your favorite thing in the world, a three-way.
Hey, what's up?
We got a hot one
going?
here.
It's trouble now.
Hold on, my dogs are barking.
This one's a hot pepper.
There we go.
First, let me introduce you guys to our audience now that everybody's here. So, everybody, now we want to welcome to the Jimmy Star Show with Ron Russell. Actor, producer, director, Brian Austin Green. You guys, everybody knows him. And writer, producer, director, and cinematographer Nick Leisure of Leisure Films. Hello, and welcome to the show, you guys.
Hey.
Hello.
How's it going?
This is my cool, outrageous man about town co-host, Mr. Ron Russell.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
What's up, Ron? How
We
are you?
already spoke with Killer.
He's great, by the way. He's great. So before we get started, I have to do my little fanboy thing real quick. I actually met you at the NAMM show at a concert, Brian.
Did you really?
Yeah, a couple of years ago. I have a partner. We're publicists, and she met you, and it was a highlight for me because I'm like a huge fan, and I don't geek out because we know everybody. But you are one of the people that I geek out over. So, number one, welcome to the show. Number two,
you don't remember meeting Eileen?
He won't remember.
Eileen.
First of all, everybody was trying to attack him.
I barely remember being at the NAMM show 2 years ago.
You would remember Eileen.
Okay.
Because she has the biggest tits in the world.
Fantastic.
I mean, her tits are so big that her tits cross the street before she does.
Okay.
So you would remember Eileen, trust me. And they're real. They're not brags. They're real.
What concert was it at the NAMM show? It was a
NAMM show, and then there was a concert. I don't know, like my clients played one of the guys from Pink Floyd, and they did a show. Some kind of a bar. More than 2 years ago. I think it was like 4. It was like 4 years ago or 5 years ago.
Right. Yeah, I was at the Classic Car Museum. I remember that.
Yes, at the Classic Car Museum.
And I were actually trying to figure out. We were like, hey, remember that one time we were in that weird like Classic Car Museum and we saw Led Zeppelin perform? It was the whole thing was surreal because we were, it was we had been smoking a little bit and drinking a little bit, and we're at a Classic Car show.
You do narcotics? Oh, you can't be.
Oh my goodness!
So the bands that were playing were clients of mine. That's why we were there. And
okay.
So I want to tell you though, just as my little geek out. Let me finish.
Wait, I want to talk.
I know you'll get to talk, but
I met him too. Because
Jimmy Ron, stop fighting right now.
No, he didn't meet you.
He's not becoming a TV host.
Eileen, you didn't meet him, I don't think.
Of course, if you
because I was running around I was running around. I went up to him like 5 different times and got different pictures.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, I don't normally geek out, but I have a playlist on my phone. It's got about 400 songs that are just like my favorite 400 songs of I'm 61, so of my life. And so You Send Me comes on all the time, like on
You're kidding.
And I actually really like it a lot. I thought it was so
unbelievable. It's
favorite,
a really good. The original You Send Me. You're talking about the jazz one or the other one?
No, the hip hop one.
The hip hop. Yeah. Okay.
I never heard the jazz one.
Why are you yelling?
Because I'm excited. But
so we had 2 versions of the song. The one that is more like live band was actually the remix, but it was labeled as the original. Like they switched them around. But dude, that's amazing. I'm honored to hear that. Thank you.
I also because I collect action figures. And
I
have a big action figure collection. So I have your Human Torch, from when you did.
Do you?
Yeah, I have a Human Torch from when you did that, and I don't know why you don't have a Beverly Hills 902-101 because I've got all of those and they're all autographed and stuff. I have them all autographed.
Are you talking about the action figures? Because I don't want one. That's why. Thank God they never made one. who wants an action like who wants a weird like Barbie figure of themselves. It's strange. It's like it's not normal. That's not. I have some Funko Pops here at my house from Fantastic Four. They re-released these like 40th anniversary Funkos. So I've got those, which is cool because it's not me. It's so weird to see like me as a that just doesn't seem natural or normal.
I like that.
Okay, halt, stop. Let's not go. You've taken the show completely.
That's okay. I'm getting a fan. I know we got time.
No,
then steer it back where it's supposed to be, Ron. Take us there. Preach.
Quiet. No one knows what this man does. We haven't.
Are you kidding me? Everybody knows who he is.
Nobody knows. It's true.
Because I'm part of everybody, and I don't know.
Okay, this is
a bunch of old
Nick Leisure.
Shut the fuck up for a minute. There are a bunch of old fucking people like me that watch this show. They don't know who the fuck he is, and they don't give a shit who he is. So let's tell them who he is and make them want to know and like him. That's the object of the show.
All right.
Now, what is it exactly you do, Brian?
I'm an actor. I've been in SAG for over 40 years.
Right.
I've worked on all sorts of things. In this film, I'm the lead actor. We have an incredible ensemble cast. Nick, the director, producer.
We're going to talk about that too in a second because I have that trailer and everything that we're going to play. So some of you guys, some of the things. So we've had Donna Mills on the show, and he played Donna Mills' son.
I played Donna Mills' son on Knots Landing.
She's a sweetheart. I love her.
She's a sweetheart.
Beverly Hills 90210.
She's one of my favorite people in the world.
Beverly Hills 90210, Terminator-The Sarah Chronicles, Desperate Housewives, Chrome Skull, which is like the fucking awesomest, most coolest horror movie ever.
That's cool.
Cross was a great movie. He's got great things. And I didn't know that you were the voice of Rimfire from Biker Mice from Mars because now they make action figures for that.
Do they? I did one of them. So one of the guys that I was doing 90210 with was a regular voice on it. So he was like, "Hey, come do one." It's like, sure. I would never consider that like a real credit for me.
Okay, well then we also had Shanice on the show, and like back in the day, she did one of the songs on the soundtrack. So you're in her music video.
I was in her music video. Yeah.
I love it. So you guys, between Nick and Brian have worked on another film before called Last the Night.
Yeah.
And, some of Nick's other films, I'll say it again now that Brian's on there. We have The Last Bride with Charlotte Kirk, A New Year's Absolution with Michael Copon, Last the Night with Brian Austin Green, A Clear Shot by Mara Van Peebles, which they've all been on the show. And which is really cool. And now they have a new film. It's called Golden.
Yeah.
Nick, why don't you tell us about the film a little bit?
So it's loosely based on a true story about a guy who was approaching 50. He started, he was unhappy with his life. He started printing counterfeit money and taking it across the border and trading it for real currency in Mexico and then trying to live the life. In this film, we've taken it one step further, and we involved the mafia a little bit out there. We deal with some gold mines and some things like that, and we started kind of crossing over into all of it. So it's a really fun summer film.
So Nick, did you write it?
Yeah, I wrote it with actually a friend of mine, Rachel Powell, who's an incredible screenwriter. So wrote the original script for it. She doctored it up and made it really hot, and we shot this thing.
So I wrote
question.
Yeah.
What director? What do you think about a film where it's ad lib? More, you go according to the storyline, but you can ad lib your part. Would you like to work with an actor who ad libs?
I mean, I do sometimes, even with Brian. There's times where any actor I work with, if I feel like they're not saying something organically, I'll say like, "Hey, how would you say this?" In your own way. As long as I'm getting the right message across, that's all I care about.
You're a good director, because some directors have a fucking ego where they don't allow it. I've been on film. I have a Brooklyn accent that's 100 years old because I'm almost.
No, you do not.
Oh yeah, I do.
You are as Kentucky as I've ever heard.
Are you shitting
Of course
really?
he's shitting you.
Oh, as we say,
You sound like I'm talking to a meatball sub right now. Like this is Ron.
Forget about it. Oh, wait a minute. So when I'm working, sometimes the lines are like, "Gosh, gee, heck, I'm going to shoot you," and you know we don't talk that way in Brooklyn. It's like, "Hey, fucko, I'm going to shoot you."
Right.
You know, so I will tell the set, "Can I change the line?" And they look at me. They say, "What do you want to do?" I say, "I want to do it this way," and then they shoot them out and they shoot it the way I say it.
I think it depends on what it is you're doing. Like for what you're talking about, where you're playing someone in that area, it absolutely makes sense then for you to be as authentic in it as possible.
Exactly.
If you're playing like a police officer in a completely different state, then I think there are certain times, like there are things that I've done where my character has been much more sort of military minded. So I don't speak that way at all. So for me to truly get into the character, it's really about the dialogue that's written, because that takes me, it's like putting on wardrobe. It kind of takes you to a new place. So I think it depends on the project, but I think good directors, once they trust their actors and they know that you've come prepared, they let an actor be an artist and be in the moment and act. And at the end of the day, it should be about whatever is best for the screen and for people to see, not about who wrote it, where the comma was or now isn't, or, you know, all those stupid things. And I think some people, they're way too precious with what it is they write and they direct, and they end up being the downfall of something.
I've been asked many times, "Can you clean up the accent and speak perfectly?" I said, "Yes, I can," and then I could play a fag.
We're gay, so it's okay. We can say that.
Because that's what I sound like when I clean up my accent. I sound so gay, it's pathetic. So, I mean, I sound like a purse fell out of my mouth, as they say.
Is that just in your mind though? Like, is that actually truthful? You think?
No. If
have you had other people tell you that, like, "Oh, you sound really like flamboyant right now"?
No.
He's not flamboyant, but he's just
I hear it because I sound like Betty Davis. No, really, because if the sentence in Brooklyn, it's like, "Get over here, I don't know what you're doing." That's Brooklyn. If I clean it up, "Get over here, I don't know what you're doing." I mean, that's like a blowjob. That is so gay, it's pathetic.
Well, you could work with a dialect coach also.
You can work with a dialect coach.
Yeah, a dialect coach, I think, could clean that up too, because you've crossed over into a completely different realm in straightening it up. Like, I think
he basically only plays priests. He plays priests, gangsters, and gangsters.
Gangsters, right? Okay.
Of his films, so that's how it goes. So let's go back to
I wanted to ask Brian that question. How are you with accents? If I want you to play a Kentuckian or Southerner,
I'm okay with accents. I mean, I would, depending on what the project is, I would work with someone to make sure that my accent is as authentic and then as understated as possible. Like I hate when I see somebody doing an accent and I can tell they're doing an accent. That drives me insane. My bullshit meter is really sensitive with that, and I fucking hate that. I hate people that go in and out of accents because they're not comfortable with it.
That's the other thing that a director has to kill somebody from. When they do, "Get over here, I'm going to get a nice drink of water now." You know, they do the accent for two lines, and then they go back to their own voice. The most pathetic thing is to hear women when they want to sound like they're from Brooklyn. I mean, they do it so poorly. I don't know why.
You make me want to stay away from Brooklyn movies.
Yeah, you may want to stay away from Brooklyn movies. I think
maybe it's just a hard one, because like a Brooklyn accent, normally women aren't known to have them as strong as men do. Like women, I tend to think more Jersey accent normally, naturally. Like that is when I hear East Coast, like that's the first accent that pops into my mind for a woman to hear. For a man, Brooklyn, absolutely.
Yeah, well,
like
Cher,
there's no question at all.
I was born in Brooklyn, Red Hook. When Cher did the movie that she had to do a Brooklyn accent because they lived
Moonstruck.
Moonstruck because they were living in Brooklyn Heights.
Yeah,
Cher's accent was terrible because she overdid it. I mean, if you hear Brooklyn girls talk, no. So why they gave her such she was wonderful in the movie, I don't get it. Wasn't she nominated?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a good movie, though. The
movie was good, but she was lousy. Now, only because I have a Brooklyn ear. But right. I guess the general public.
Yeah, your bullshit meter must have been like off the charts in watching that. Like you hear words and you're like, oh, it's like a headache. It's like somebody scratching a plate with a knife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't listen. If you can't say forget about it the way I do, you ain't from Brooklyn.
Right. Or you should start. That's the thing. I think like a really good dialect coach is really important in those situations because they can help you find the part of the mouth and the throat where somebody speaks from in an area, which is honestly, that's what it is. Like accents are different parts of the mouth, different use of the tongue, different spaces. That if you look at any accent from Australian to English they're all in different parts of the mouth, yeah. But you build that and then it's like any other preparation you do for acting. You build all the stuff and then you have to be able to throw it away and then just be in it and not have to think about it anymore. And that's the hard step. You see a lot of people that can't get that far. They can't get out of their own way. They're so in their head about their accent or what they're doing or what that you don't believe anything. And then you see performances like Sean Penn and you go, Jesus Christ, this dude just like I believe in
Sean Penn is a fabulous actor.
Oh my God, he's so good.
So wait,
like one battle after another. It was great.
When he played Harvey Milk, he was brilliant.
Oh,
I like Bad Boys. I like Bad Boys from the 80s.
No, Harvey Milk was his work.
All right, so wait, let's go to Nick for a second. So Nick, I want to talk more about Golden, but number one, Golden is your second film with Brian. How did you hook up and how did you decide, hey, I want to work with Brian?
Shout, please.
I tried to cast Brian when he was still on 90210, and it took this long to get him for these jobs.
He's making that up. That's not true at all.
What makes Brian? Nick. What makes you interested in doing I have a film. How do I get you to do it? How do I interest you to do my film? What is it I have to do?
In general, he wants to know.
What is it I have to do?
You need to start with the script, right? So first, it needs to be a good story. If Brian read the script and it wasn't any good, he's going to say no matter what. I don't care how close we are as friends now. It's got to start with a great story first, and then you go from there, and some funding too.
Now, I wrote a script for a movie, and I didn't put any direction in it because I was told that I shouldn't. And I gave the script to Renee Taylor. Renee loved the script. She said, "But Ron, where's the direction?" I said, "I didn't put any in because I leave that up to the director." Do you agree with that? Or would you prefer direction?
Yes and no. I mean, there's a script that I'm currently working on with another writer that has a lot of direction in it. I'm open to it. It doesn't mean
you want somebody else to direct you.
A little bit, but I'm open to it. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to do it that way.
That's a good answer.
And Brian, what do you think about that? Is direction necessary in a script? Question.
I think general direction. I think when you start giving performance direction, I think it's a misstep because you are not allowing people to be creative. Like I'm not a puppet when I walk out on set. Like I read a script and then, the writer, they were an artist in writing that script. Now I'm an artist in interpreting this script and interpreting this character and this story and the way it goes. I'm completely open to collaborating. I'm always open to talk about everything, but I end up making really clear choices. So someone's got to convince me why their choice is better than mine for me to want to do it. Cause it's not it. I don't, I've been in this business for so long. Like I really have bust my ass in finding the things that are within my wheelhouse and what I know works and what doesn't. And so if somebody wants something outside of that, that I really don't understand or doesn't seem right to me, you need to convince me that it is. It's not that I'm hard to convince. If it's a great idea, then that's where we go. Like I said before, I don't care whose idea it was, who wrote it. Doesn't. I want the best stuff on film that could possibly be there.
Well,
And I think the really good directors, they work with the same cast over and over again, because they can trust them to do what they do, and then they can just visually make sure that the story is being told the right way with the camera.
I.e., that's why you're in Golden.
Yeah, but a lot of actors are lazy. I had an actor.
Oh, for sure.
I had an actor that read my script, and he said, "Where's the direction?" I said, "There is none. I'm not going to write." And he walked over to the sink. Use your mind.
Oh.
He said,
Of course not. Well, what if I get on a set and all of a sudden the fucking sink is too far away?
Right. You're right.
He said, "Oh, I'm not good at that." I said, "Listen, when you jerk off, don't you make a whole scene? You make a movie, right?" I said, "So you use your jerk off there." And you know that the guy is walking across the sink to jerk off, so you can understand that.
I feel like all of that.
Ron, that's the worst fucking example I've ever heard.
No, but it's true. The guy has no imagination. He read my script. Well, when you whack off, don't you make a fucking movie about she walked in, her pussy was beautiful, her tits flew all across the room.
It's a question of what do you do when you're working on a script and you're developing? Like, are you just memorizing lines and then stage direction?
That sucks.
Or are you creating a character that can live and breathe in any fucking room?
I got somebody with talent.
You open the door and walk outside, and it's like, okay, instead of in the living room, I want this now to play in the driveway. You better be ready to just live and breathe that character being in the fucking driveway. Like, it shouldn't be shocking to you of like, oh, now I can't do what I do, because I'm not planning for that. That is this beauty of I work really hard in figuring out character-wise why I'm saying what I'm saying, what is prompting everything that I'm thinking and feeling. And I come up with as many different possibilities and choices as I can. Mm-hmm. And that creates a character. And then I throw all of it away and I go on set and I go, cool, where am I? Oh, the car pulls up to here. Okay. And then I'll get out of the car. Hey, how about if I get out here? And you get there and you kind of play because you're in the environment then to do that. It's sort of like, I know people when they're in acting class and they get up on stage to do a scene, it's like all of a sudden you get up on stage and you've got these props and these things and you go, oh, cool. I get to just play now within this space as this character. I think it's fun. And I think people shoot themselves in the foot if they make these like hard line choices before they even get to set, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to get to set and it's not going to be anything like the choices that you made. And you like really dig a hole for yourself if you go in, expecting something. I go to set expecting nothing.
Nick,
I have ideas in my mind. And then that's it.
Wait, I have one more question for Nick. Nick, when you direct, are you on the set close to the actor, or are you in another room on a TV watching the performance?
No, I'm close to the actor. I like being able to yell right to the actor and tell him exactly what's going on. But I also think a lot of it is dialed into in table reads. And then, Brian and I will spend time on set while everybody's setting up, lighting and like that, and walk across the set and figure out certain things that we didn't realize were going to be there at that time.
I was on a movie and I asked, where's my director? They said, oh, he's on the other side of the building in a room. He's watching us on a television.
He was like 100 fucking yards away.
I said, how the fuck is he going to direct if I'm doing anything right or wrong?
I like to be right there where I can hear it.
Yes,
see it.
I like to look at the director because I know my hearing aid fell out. Because I know that
It's better than your teeth falling out. That would be really embarrassing.
They could fall out too. I have to be careful about that. But and I lost my train of thought.
That's okay. We got to move forward because we've got 10 minutes.
Oh, talking about the monitors and everything being offset compared on. That's what.
Yes.
You like it or you don't?
I've actually worked with both, and honestly, like to me, you do all of this work sort of in prep for shooting. At the point when I'm shooting, I watch me from the moon. I don't give a fuck, like and give me notes through an earpiece. I am completely then in that space. Right. And sometimes having like the bank of monitors and all of that can be a bit distracting. Like, I think sometimes it's nice to sort of have it removed so I can really feel like I'm living in this space. I like the cameras being as far back as they can. Use a tighter lens if you want to tight a close-up. Don't put the camera right here because that's going to totally distract everything I'm doing.
Right. So hold on.
Wait, one more thing.
We got to hurry up. We're going to run out of time.
Maybe forget. I was on a movie where my director said, "Ron, yes, give me more of that." And that turned me so on that I was able to bring that character out really good. And they applauded me after the shot was over. I said, "What the fuck are you clapping for?" They said, "That was fabulous." I said, "Only because my director gave me a hard on. He made me, oh, you know what I mean?"
No, I don't.
No, you never had.
Directors don't give him hard-ons.
No,
I respect your process.
That's a Brooklyn expression. You're such a cool guy. You give me a hard on. It doesn't mean you're gay. It just means
right.
Anyway, I want to go back to Golden, you guys. So first of all, Golden comes out March 20th, right?
Yes, it does.
Wait, let's talk about Golden.
No, I'm going to talk about it.
What is it?
We already started, but I want to go more. So here, you guys, I'm going to just read this synopsis real quick. Golden follows a struggling print shop worker who discovers he can create flawless counterfeit money only to be pulled into a dangerous cross-border criminal world he can't escape.
Good story.
I'm assuming... I know I saw the trailer. We're going to play the trailer for everybody. So I wrote down Brian Austin Green, Glenn Plummer, Robert Miano, who I actually just got. His wife gave me his phone number to have him come on the show, and Massey Furman's been on the show. Massey Furman's been on the show. So you tell us a little bit about it, Nick, and then we're going to play the trailer for everybody. Give us kind of like something from you.
It's like a new writing for a change. Thank you for a new story.
Yes,
not the same old shit.
I think it's what Brian was talking about earlier. Somebody hits a midpoint in their life and they feel like, have I really done anything with my life at this point? I've been working for my father's print shop my whole life, and I want to do something different. So he decides to print money and take it to Mexico and try to build a new life out there. And it gets caught up, with some club owners and a girl and a love interest.
Sounds good. I'll watch it.
Yeah. March 20th. So here's what we're going to do. One, get the trailer ready. Nick, how about you introduce the film, and then you guys hang on. We're going to play the trailer, and then after we play the trailer, it's a really quick trailer, and we'll be right back. But you introduce it to everybody.
Check out this trailer, Golden, directed by me, starring Brian Austin Green.
Did you proof the flyers before you printed them, Frank?
I proofed the flyers.
A thorough proof or a Frank proof?
I'm out of here.
Why are you being secretive? The only times you are, it's bad. I thought those days were behind us.
Okay, well, I'd like to be someplace where I want to be.
Making it to 50 is a blessing. I'm gifting you the shop.
You want to do what I want for my birthday? Sell the store.
Go tacos and cheap tobacco. The stench gives you away, Rafael.
If I make you money, you follow my conditions. If you don't have the balls to play, don't play.
No mas.
Don't spend it in the States. What am I gonna spend it? Mexico.
Snooping. What's it? Okay. Lo siento. Lo siento.
How's the best flyer designer in town doing?
It's a pretty low bar. We all know that I'm.
Oh, there's no us. I fly solo.
Yeah, great chat.
He's a tool.
Justice. They're never gonna.
Yay!
Okay.
He's a tool. He's a tool.
Let me say something. I pray.
Okay.
Thank you for giving me light, not a low key shot. I hate these fucking movies where it's so dark you can't see anybody. They all look colored. They all look like black people. I hate it. I hate it. You lit the screen. Thank you. And Brian, you were wonderful in it. You could see professionalism. You know, he was there.
Don't spend it. Don't spend it in the U.S. Don't spend it here. I love the line.
Yeah.
That's something whenever you see counterfeit
I'm gonna watch this movie, and I'm not blowing smoke.
Actually, where's it
Great.
coming
Yeah,
out?
watch it, and then I'm curious to hear what you have to say, as long as it doesn't get you hard, because that would be uncomfortable for all of us.
No. Really. You know how many movies we have to watch that friends of ours are in, but I can't see my friend. I said, Jimmy, where is he? They said, there he is. I said, but you can't see his face.
That's what I tell people. Like, this was really a fun, like, summer popcorn movie. That's supposed to be the point of this. Like, we're not trying to cure cancer with this story. We're trying to just entertain people. And it's a really fun story. And it's a fun little ride for people to enjoy while they're in it.
The movie I'm talking about that I couldn't wait to see is where nobody's allowed to talk because the Martians kill you. What was that movie called?
That was the one that John Krasinski directed, yeah?
Yeah.
Yes, it was so fucking dark I couldn't tell who was who.
Oh, he's talking about not the John Krasinski one, the third one, which was like the prequel, I think.
Oh, okay.
It was so dark you couldn't see anything. You couldn't see who people were.
And the girl was a black girl. So the screen was so dark, all you saw was her teeth and her eyeballs. And it almost was ridiculous. Like years ago when they used to show black people, they always showed them just eyeballs and teeth. And I thought to myself, this is almost like a racist movie. Look what they're doing to black people. Light her. She's black.
Gorgeous.
She's gorgeous. She's black and she's in a black room. Like, eyeballs and teeth. I mean, really now. What the fuck was that director thinking?
Anyway.
Oh, Ron.
So how about this? We have 3 minutes left. First of all, everybody, you can follow Brian.
I like your movie.
He's on Instagram at Brian Austin Green. Nick is at Nick Leisure. Nick, you don't have your Instagram set up. Nobody can tag you in anything. I tried to tag you like in the show because we got about 30,000 views of the promos for the show.
How do I change that?
It's in your settings. I'm not sure, but you got to do
it. Does Golden have a happy ending or a sad ending?
Don't tell us.
Golden does have a happy ending. Yeah,
I like happy ending.
You know, you've got this guy.
Probably happy ending, but a happy ending. For sure.
Yes.
Well, it's funny though. I mean, the story is it's the classic example of like midlife crisis and what some people do. And this dude just is at this point in his life where he feels like the grass is so much greener on the other side.
Yeah.
And then by the time he gets to the end, he realizes, you know what? I like being right where I am. I'm happy with myself.
That's enough.
Hang on, because we got 2 minutes. Here's something I like to ask everybody. So, Brian, this is for you. You've already worked with like everybody on the planet. Bucket list, male and female actor, living or dead. That if you could work with anybody, living or dead, who would it be? And if you could have ever been in any movie that's ever been made, what would you like to have been in that you weren't already in?
I would have been in Jaws.
Oh, that's a good one.
I thought the performances were and the direction, that movie was fucking phenomenal to me. That movie is seriously that's the bar.
Jaws. You have a Jaws behind you.
I do. Yeah, that is a model of the actual shark from the film, Bruce. I would work with Morgan Freeman.
That's a good one. Morgan Freeman, great one.
Me too.
And I would work with what female? Female is a tough one. Like you've got Meryl Streep. But that's kind of a gimme. Like who wouldn't want to work?
Helen Mirren.
Helen Mirren is fantastic. You know what? I'd love to work with Kate Blanchett.
Oh, there's a good one.
Yeah,
okay, Nick, then you get to answer the question. Like, if you could have ever been directed any movie, what one would you have liked to be, and who are 2 actors you'd love to work with, male and female, living or dead?
It probably. I would have loved to direct something like Crash.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, something like Crash. You know, or like 7 Pounds, something like that. As far as like actors to direct, it would have been probably Robin Williams for sure.
Oh yeah, very good. Robin Williams, very good.
Oh, poor Robin Williams.
And I don't know now, probably Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, you guys have all good picks. So
Charlotte
Johansson. So listen, everybody, go see Golden. It's out March 20th. It's on streaming, I'm assuming. All right, it's going to be on streaming. So the name of the film is Golden, directed by Nick Leisure, starring Brian Austin Green. You guys, it's going to be a great film. We want to thank both of you guys for coming on the show.
Folks, everybody out there, you know I tell the truth. This movie does not look like a piece of shit.
Jimmy, Ron, thank you guys for having us on.
Hey, thanks.
Take care, boys. Have a good week.
Bye-bye.
Thank
you.
you.
Hey, everybody, thanks so much.